we're going to focus in on the kitchen stove. There's many different sizes and types of stoves, but the same grime and baked on goo is on everybody's stove. So I'm going to show you some really good tips on how to deeply clean your stove. It's not so tricky if you have the right tools. I'm going to show you how I used 4 different ways that people recommend on the internet to clean the stovetop, and I think I found the way that works the best. This burner I used isopropyl alcohol. This burner I used baking soda and vinegar. This one I used Dawn dish soap, and that one I soaked a rag and I put it underneath the bowl so the fumes of the ammonia could work on it. So let's see which one works the best. I'm going to start scrubbing. I put all the cleaners on last evening and I let them sit overnight to see which one worked the best. And as I was scouring over here on the Dawn, it didn't seem to take everything off really well. I had to work really hard. And the baking soda didn't really seem to get all the really tough grime off. The rubbing alcohol really didn't do anything at all. And the ammonia wins the contest. The ammonia seemed to get everything off, and it wasn't really hard to scrub on it. With that in mind, I took all the grates and the plates and the oven racks, and I put those into a trash bag, and I sealed it up real nice with about 2 cups of ammonia. So I'm going to try to see if that powers everything off in there too. I also put a rag saturated and I poured a little bit extra ammonia inside of the oven and let that sit overnight. And we'll see how the fumes powered off all the grime. Wow, this ammonia really works. I hardly have to put any elbow grease into it, it just comes right off. Remember, just put about a cup onto a rag into the bottom of your stove and close it. And the fumes of it actually work to take all the grime and make it easy to wipe off. It's amazing. This stove was really grimy because the previous owner, I don't think the previous owner ever cleaned this stove. So I'm going to be able to keep it really nice after I've deeply cleaned it just by wiping it down after each use. Now that I know that the ammonia worked really well, I'm just gonna douse each one of these rags on each one of the other burners with some ammonia. And then just cover them completely with some kind of a dish that you have in your home so you can trap the fumes in. There. Wire scouring pads work great when you're cleaning off these oven racks after they've been soaking in the ammonia overnight. The stuff just comes right off. Looks like brand new. Using a wire brush, just simply go over the grime and it just literally falls off. It is so exciting to see things getting clean. If there's any tough caked on dirt, just kind of scratch over it with a razor or a plastic scraper. And then lastly, after you got the tough stuff off, then just go over it with the scouring pad. And then finally with a washcloth. It's all squeaky clean. For the final touches of detailing your kitchen stove, just get an old spray bottle and fill it half with vinegar and half with water. It's just a real easy cleaning solution, makes everything shine really nice. Just mist the top and the whole outside with the spray and wipe it all down. Spray and clean the top of the stove, the door, and we also want to pay attention to the knobs and around the knobs and underneath the stove here and the whole door of the stove until it shines. Now you just have to put the grills back on the top. Wow, this is fantastic. You have to look at it. Love having a clean stove. Now it's just keeping it clean. So each and every day I cook on it, just wipe it down after I'm done cooking, and it will keep it so nice. And you won't have to detail it for a long, long time.